So you're diving into the world of Argo CD. You already know it's a total game changer for Kubernetes deployments. But let's be real, the road from just installing it to actually mastering it, well, it can get a little tricky. So who do you call for help? Today, we're going to shine a spotlight on the expert consulting partners who can be your guide on that journey. Okay, so you're either thinking about adopting Argo CD or you're already on your way. And you've made a fantastic choice for continuous delivery in Kubernetes. But let's be honest for a second.
I mean, this is a seriously powerful tool, and without some deep expertise, it's pretty easy to feel a bit lost in all the complexity. You are definitely not alone in feeling this way, and that is exactly why finding the right support is so important.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Choosing a partner isn't just about getting someone to install a tool for you. It's about finding an expert who can weave it into your specific needs and optimize it. The right partner can literally transform Argo CD from just a piece of software into a massive strategic advantage for your business. So you're probably wondering, how did we even land on the partners we're about to talk about? Well, I can tell you it wasn't by throwing darts at a board. We looked at a very specific, very intentional set of criteria to make sure we're only highlighting the absolute best of the best in the space. Our criteria really focused on what actually matters. Of course, we started with deep, undeniable technical expertise, but we also looked for proven client success, real-world stories, not just slick sales pitches. We looked at their industry reputation, because it's something that's earned over time, right? And crucially, we looked at their contributions to open source. Why? Because the folks who are helping build the tools know them inside and out. And finally, we looked for partners who offer amazing support and training, so your team becomes self-sufficient in the long run. All right, let's get to the main event. We're going to put a spotlight on 6 top-tier partners. But I don't want you to think of this as just a list. Instead, think of these as different flavors of expertise, because each one is perfectly suited for very different kinds of needs. First up, we have what I like to call the global powerhouse. If you're a big organization, a true enterprise, and you need a partner with proven scale and global experience, then InfraCloud is a name you absolutely need to know. You can just feel the weight of their credentials right away. I mean, working with giants like Mercedes-Benz and JP Morgan, that proves they can handle the toughest enterprise-grade challenges. Their expertise across AWS, GCP, and Azure is a huge plus. And being a Kubernetes certified service provider, well, that's the official stamp of approval from the folks who created the ecosystem. Next up, we've got the automation innovator, Tynybay. If your biggest headache is just sheer complexity, their whole specialty is taking those tangled, messy deployment workflows and making them simple, scalable, and super efficient. So if your team is constantly battling overly complicated deployment pipelines for big applications, Tynybay is definitely one to watch. Getting featured by Gartner as a cool vendor is a massive nod from the industry that they're doing something truly special and innovative. Plus, the fact they're actively contributing to Argo CD's documentation shows they're committed to making the tool better for everybody. For a lot of organizations, especially if you're in a regulated industry, security isn't just a feature on a checklist, it's everything. And that's exactly where our security specialist, OpsMx, enters the picture. Their entire focus is on secure, intelligent, continuous delivery. When you see certifications like SOC 2 and ISO 27001, you know security isn't some afterthought for them. It's the bedrock of everything they do. This makes them a go-to choice for industries like finance or healthcare, where a security breach is simply not an option. Okay, let's just hit pause for a quick check-in. So far, we have InfraCloud for that massive global enterprise scale, Tynybay for mastering deployment automation, and OpsMx for when security and compliance are your top priorities. 3 very distinct specializations for 3 very different needs. All right, moving on, let's talk about reliability. If your main goal is to build rock-solid, battle-tested GitOps workflows that you can absolutely trust in production, then you need to meet the production-grade experts, PSNS. These folks are based in Amsterdam but serve clients all over the world, and they are laser-focused on one thing: building systems that absolutely do not fail under pressure. Their recognition from the CNCF isn't just some vanity award. It shows they are deep in the code. You combine that with clients like Monster, and it proves they know exactly what it takes to run high-stakes, mission-critical production workloads. Sometimes the goal isn't just to implement a tool, but to empower your own team to become the masters. For that, we have the upskilling specialists, NobleProj. NobleProj's primary mission is education. They help companies build that internal muscle, that self-sufficiency, through really comprehensive training and certification on Argo CD and the whole Kubernetes ecosystem. If you want to invest in your people for long-term success, their teach-a-person-to-fish approach is definitely worth a serious look.
And last but certainly not least, our final partner profile, the observability integrators, CloudCops. In today's world, you can't manage what you can't see, and these folks are the absolute experts at giving you that critical visibility.
CloudCops is a fantastic fit for any business that needs deep, actionable insight into their operations. They specialize in weaving together Argo CD with those essential tools like Prometheus and Terraform to give you a complete 360-degree picture of your deployments, making sure everything is efficient and stable. So, we've just walked through 6 incredible partners, and each one has a really unique strength. The big question now is, what does all this mean for you and your team? How do you actually take this information and make a choice? So what's the big takeaway here? It's that there is no single best partner. It just doesn't exist. The right choice depends 100% on your goals. Are you trying to achieve global scale? Are you trying to lock down your security? Or are you trying to upskill your team? Look for that proven track record, check that they're active in the community, and ultimately, choose the partner who's going to empower you for the long run. The perfect partner to help you truly elevate your continuous delivery is out there, waiting. The only question left is the one right there on your screen. Who will you choose to build with? Thanks for joining us.